Welcome to how to set up and use the Taleo Outlook plugin for Taleo Business Edition. Let's get started. What you see here on the screen is the address that you would need to go to in order to download the Outlook plugin that will allow you to access Taleo Business Edition directly from Outlook. So this will allow you to essentially access the TBE Resource Center where you can watch videos, get the release documentation, etc. directly from your plugin. You can access your My View or My Dashboard pages from your Outlook inbox. You can move candidates. You can add candidates. You can modify candidates in their profiles directly from the Outlook plugin. You can also add comments directly to existing candidates directly from your plugin. And you can also essentially do pretty much anything that you would do directly in Taleo Business Edition application, but do it directly from your Outlook. So let's just show you how that will all work. So here, when you download the plugin, you will automatically have a Taleo tab that will show up in your Outlook. So when we click on that, so we have all these options that are available to us. Now, what do all of these options do? So if we were to click on Taleo, this will bring you up to the Resource Center. So the Resource Center is where you can view documentation, you can view videos, you can search for all these items as well, how to use Recruit, how to use Perform, Onboard, etc. directly from your Outlook. The next tab is, or the next option I should say, is your dashboard. And we'll just give that a second to load. And as you can see, when I go to the dashboard here, I can see my TBE dashboard. You can view your requisitions, you can view your candidates, you can do exactly all the same things that you would do if you were to access the Taleo Business Edition directly. One thing to note, however, is that the page layouts and the information that will be available are controlled by the page layouts that you can set up directly for Outlook. So if we were to go to administration and customize Recruit, if we were going to go to the page layouts, so here we have the general page layout, and as you can see here, we have the Outlook My View. You can create additional views. You have the same thing for candidates, where they have the Outlook right here, the Outlook edited candidate options. You have the same thing for requisitions. So essentially all your page layouts, you can set them up to have an Outlook view. And from there, if you want to create a new requisition, as you can see, you can create it directly from your Outlook. So the next option is your Taleo login, and that will open Taleo essentially in a browser, so we can open it up in Firefox or anything else that you might have. So here we can request feedback. So if we request feedback, we can send a to address and say, hello, such and such, you're performing a review for such an employee and would like to have your thoughts and comments before you complete the process. So it allows you to send an email to a contact in order for them to provide feedbacks on your employees. Next, you can file that feedback. So, hi, please see attached resume, click on next, and then you can select your employee and then click on next and then add that feedback to the employee file. The next option is we have is to add to Taleo. So here directly from an email, what you can do, as you can see here, my email is highlighted. I have a sample attachment, sample resume as an attachment. So what I can do from that point on is click on add to Taleo. And here we have a couple of options. So you can write that this email is to add a new candidate, to add a new candidate from a referral, or to add an existing candidate. So let's just start from add as a new candidate. Then we're going to click on next. And now we're going to select the email attachment in order to parse the information and select that resume. Now we're going to click on next. As we can see, the information is being parsed. So once all the information is parsed, as you can see, it automatically populates in the applicable fields. And we can also add, for example, a requisition in which we want to add that candidate to. And then when we click on add, all that information will be parsed and the candidate file will be created in Taleo Business Edition. The other option is we can add a new candidate from a referral. And now we can put in the referral name. And once again, we'll select the email, the attachment, and once again, it automatically parse. Difference being is when the candidate file is created, under the candidate name, you will see referred by such and such. And the last option was to add to an existing candidate file. So if the candidate already exists, it will automatically just put in additional information to that contact. It could be education, could be work experience that's missing from the file, and we're just adding on to that candidate. We can also add comments. So comments such as this is a test, and we're going to add that to a candidate. And as we can see that the contact log post has been successful. Now, if I was to go back to the dashboard and just bring up that candidate. Now, if I go to the full view and go into contact logs and the comments, you will see here, the comment is what I have just added from the Outlook. The next thing we have is the preferences. And the preferences here just essentially allows you to update your username and password. It allows you to provide a feedback signature. And lastly, select a language, but note that with the Outlook plugin, only the English language is supported. So all in all, the Outlook plugin is very helpful in cases where you do everything from Outlook. If you receive a lot of resumes via email, if you do a lot of things that are related to Taleo from within your Outlook, then the plugin is really helpful because it allows you essentially to bring everything in your Taleo Business Edition system directly from your Outlook without having to navigate back and forth from browser to Outlook, saving on your desktop, loading in until the Taleo Business Edition. So this can be very easily done from your Outlook plugin. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and have a great day.